Hi, my name is Phil Adnett and I'm a Senior Content Editor at the Chartered Institute of Export and International Trade. I'm here today in sunny Hertfordshire to talk with Bob Gokani of EziDrops about his exporting journey, his experience in international trade and what it's been like since winning an award at the inaugural International Trade Awards last year. Let's go meet him. So Bob, tell me how EziDrops started. What was your journey?
It's an interesting story because it's actually when I turned 50 that I started suffering from hay fever, and one of the symptoms of hay fever is irritating eyes. What I realized is that as soon as I'd been prescribed some eye drops, I just couldn't manage the drops and couldn't get the drops in my eyes. So the first thing I did, I went to Boots thinking they must have something to help me put the eye drops in. And it was at that point there was nothing available on the market, and I had my first light bulb moment at that point. I'd already had a vision for the product and the idea, and then a friend of mine, Lucas, said, "Oh Bob, I've got a CAD system and let's visualize the product that you're talking about." And it's at that point we actually made a virtual prototype of the product. My first vision was to try and have Boots as my customer because it was the right place for the product. And it just so happened by chance I was at one of the exhibitions, and that's where the director of pharmacy, Richard Bradley, who doesn't work there anymore, I showed him a 3D prototype of the product and he instantly got the product, and he just gave me his private email address and he said, "Look Bob, send me an email and let's take it from there." As of this year in March, we've got both our eye drop applicators on the top shelf, and I have to say they're selling really, really well, which is a real comfort. My original vision from the outset was to view the world as a single market. So because the products were consumer-led products and everyone would suffer from this type of problem, I'd always had this vision that it wasn't something I would just sell in the UK. So as soon as an opportunity arose through my business and trade advisor, Gary Shields, who helped sponsor me for a show called Medica in Germany, it's then that we started receiving orders for international customers.
So you came in with no previous experience of international trade. How difficult was it to start selling abroad at first?
Because of my lack of knowledge and industry experience, I just thought that I had to go to the Department of Business and Trade. But it was actually my trade advisor, Gary Shields, who sort of, once he'd started understanding that there was a huge opportunity for EziDrops to trade globally, he actually recommended me to the Chartered Institute of Export and International Trade. And it was then that I realized this whole new area that I'd been missing. All of a sudden, I was able to have training in exporting and realized that actually it's hugely complicated but can be simplified with the right training. And the Chartered Institute have some amazing trainers. The export training was incredible.
And aside from our training packages, what other sort of benefits has being a member of the Chartered Institute brought you?
Well, the best one obviously was the one I was least expecting, was winning the Micro Business Award for exporting last year, and the exposure we received from such a surprise award. I was totally not expecting that. And a result of that, actually, we got sponsored to go to Arab Health in Dubai this year in February. Now, that alone is one of the world's biggest platforms for medical products. So all of a sudden, you've got these vast number of doors that are opening up for you very quickly. And it's up to you then how you capitalize and take advantage of those. One of the exciting parts of our journey actually was the fact that one day an email popped in from our website, and it was from one of the producers at Dragon's Den asking if we were interested in appearing on the show. Getting the exposure from Dragon's Den was incredible. What I can say now is that, we're exporting regularly to New Zealand, Australia. We're expanding our Amazon listings into Europe, into USA, about to sign up Singapore, Taiwan, Greece in the next few weeks. Already signed up with Slovenia, Finland. We've really expanded our reach out there, and we're certainly enjoying ticking off all the different countries, and there's more to come in the next few weeks and months.
What would your advice be to someone who's just getting started or who's thinking about getting started in international trade?
Always and always reach out to your local Chamber of Commerce, your Department of Business and Trade, and then certainly the Chartered Institute of Export and International Trade. The more you can do from the outset, the early start, and get the right training and the right tools and knowledge on board, that's what's going to help you create your long-term journey. Because with any business, you can't just think for the short term. You've got to be thinking of the next 10, 20 years ahead of yourself. And the more you can gather that knowledge from the outset, that's what's going to help you create your plan and strategy for your future. There's no reason why you should stop at your front door. Thinking about trading internally within your own country, that's one area, but you've got the whole world to think about. So why not open as many doors as you can?